Let's be honest, your sleep schedule was already a mess, but the strategy lineup of 2026 is about to completely obliterate whatever remains of your real-world responsibilities. We aren't talking about generic AAA shooters where you slide around a corner and get headshotted by a 12-year-old. We are talking about pure, unadulterated macro management. The kind of games where you stare at a spreadsheet for 6 hours, ruin an entire economy, and call it a successful Saturday night. If you're the kind of gamer who sees a map with unpainted borders and feels a deep spiritual urge to fix it, you are in the right place. Today we are breaking down the top 10 strategy games dominating 2026, from the ones about to drop to the ones already ruining your life. Let's get into it. Number 10. Sins of a Solar Empire 2. This isn't just a sequel, it is a complete physics overhaul of the massive-scale sci-fi RTS genre. Missiles now have actual mass and can be blocked by moving asteroids. Moons actually orbit planets, completely changing the battlefield geometry mid-flight. It is the ultimate power trip until you spend 3 hours building an invisible Titan-class dreadnought, only to watch it get flanked and shredded because you forgot to research basic point defense lasers. Classic. Number 9. Transport Fever 3. Look, try explaining this game to a normal person and you will sound insane. Yeah, I spent my Friday night fixing a cargo rail bottleneck outside of Munich, but if you know, you know. The new dynamic macroeconomic supply chains make this the quietest, most addictive time sink of 2026. Just don't accidentally cross 2 high-speed rail lines without a signal, or you will bankrupt your entire 19th century logistics empire in about 12 seconds. Number 8. Commandos Origins. The absolute granddaddy of hardcore real-time tactics is back. If you played the originals, your blood pressure just spiked. This is pure, punishing stealth where you control an elite World War II squad behind enemy lines. The modernization of the stealth mechanics is gorgeous, but the difficulty is just as brutal. Get ready to hit the quick save button every 3 seconds because a Nazi guard turned his head exactly 1 degree to the left. Number 7. Tempest Rising. Forget the complicated grand strategy politics for a minute. This is a pure, unapologetic love letter to 1990s Command and Conquer. We are talking asymmetrical factions, base crawling, and massive armies of heavy tanks. There is no diplomacy menu here. Your diplomacy is a nuclear strike. Just remember to build enough power plants, because nothing hurts more than building a massive army and watching your entire base shut down because you forgot basic electricity. Number 6. Age of Mythology Retold. This isn't just a fresh coat of paint on a classic. It completely rewrites the competitive meta. The biggest change? God powers are no longer single use. You can literally cast them on cooldown. The graphics are stunning, but the real joy is dropping a massive earthquake on your opponent's economy in the late game and watching them instantly rage quit the lobby. Pro Stagma, indeed. Number 5. Stormgate. Built by the ex-Blizzard devs who gave us StarCraft 2, this is the great hope to revive the competitive RTS esports scene in 2026. The new 3v3 co-op modes are fantastic for casuals, but let's be real. If you jump into the 1v1 ranked ladder, you are going to run into a 300 APM sweat who will execute a perfect worker rush at minute 4 and send you back to the main menu questioning your life choices. Number 4. Manor Lords. The solo developer passion project that conquered the world is finally pushing past its early access era. The transition to the full 1.0 release introduces advanced late-game siege mechanics and much smarter AI baron behavior. It is the only game where you will build a massive, heavily armed militia but ignore the incoming invasion because you are too busy zooming in to watch your villages individually bake bread. The historical immersion is unmatched. Number 3. Frostpunk 2. If you thought surviving the cold in the first game was stressful, welcome to the sequel, where the real enemy is politics. You aren't just managing a single generator anymore, you are managing a sprawling, fractured metropolis. The new faction system forces you to make horrifying moral compromises just to keep the coal flowing. You will pass laws that make you feel dead inside, but hey, the city must survive. Number 2. Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War 4. We waited years, and the September 2026 launch date is officially on the calendar. Relic is bringing the iconic RTS series back to its massive base-building, army-commanding roots. Forget the squad-only mechanics of the third game. We are back to throwing thousands of units into an absolute meat grinder. If you aren't screaming, "For the Emperor!" while watching your entire frontline get vaporized by plasma fire, you aren't playing it right. And number 1. Europa Universalis V. Yes, it is already out. Yes, it has already ruined our lives. We knew Project Caesar was EU5, but nobody was ready for how deeply Paradox overhauled the mechanics. They ripped out the old mana systems and gave us dynamic populations, complex trade routing, and a simulation so deep it makes EU4 look like an arcade game. You will spend your first week playing this just trying to figure out why your 500-year-old empire suddenly went bankrupt, because you misunderstood the new vassal integration mechanics. It is agonizing, it is brilliant, and it is the undisputed king of strategy right now. So, which of these is going to be responsible for your next sick day at work? If your favorite strategy game got left off the list, drop it in the comments so I can tell you why your taste is terrible. If you want more deep dives into the mechanics that actually matter without the mainstream filler, hit subscribe. See you in the next one.